You don't have to see his face. You already know who it is. One white suit, one fedora, one impossible lean. This is the untold story of how Michael Jackson created the legendary Smooth Criminal.
By 1987, Michael Jackson had already become the biggest entertainer on Earth. Thriller had shattered records, rewritten the rules of music videos, and transformed him into a global phenomenon. Most artists would have tried to repeat that success. Michael wanted something completely different. He wasn't interested in creating another hit music video. He wanted to create a character, not simply Michael Jackson, but someone who could step onto the screen and instantly feel larger than life. A mysterious figure who looked as though he had walked straight out of a classic Hollywood crime film. Every detail mattered. The color of the suit, the shape of the fedora, the shoes, even the way he stood still. Nothing would be left to chance. Before a single frame was filmed, Michael and his creative team spent countless hours searching for a look that audiences would never forget. They weren't designing a costume. They were creating one of the most iconic visual identities in music history. And their inspiration came from a place almost nobody expected. Michael's vision didn't come from other music videos. It came from Hollywood's golden age. He became fascinated by the elegance of 1930s and 1940s gangster films, where every character commanded attention before saying a single word. The sharp tailoring, the polished dress shoes, the perfectly fitted trousers, and of course, the fedora. Michael studied legendary performers like Fred Astaire and classic film stars who could tell an entire story through nothing more than posture, movement, and confidence. He wanted every step to feel deliberate, every gesture to look effortless. The famous white suit wasn't chosen simply because it looked stylish. Under bright studio lights, white reflected every movement, making each spin, kick, and snap instantly stand out on camera. The blue shirt added contrast. The white socks drew attention to his lightning-fast footwork. Every detail served a purpose. This wasn't fashion, it was visual storytelling. By the time filming began, Michael wasn't dressing like a performer anymore. He had transformed himself into a character the audience would recognize forever. But creating the look was only the beginning. The dance itself would become an even greater challenge. Creating the perfect look was only half the challenge. Now Michael needed movements that felt just as unforgettable. Every step had to match the mysterious character he had created. Nothing could look accidental. Weeks of rehearsals quickly turned into months. Entire dance routines were rewritten over and over again. Michael was known for chasing perfection, repeating the same sequence dozens of times until every movement looked completely effortless. One of the biggest influences came from dancer and choreographer Jeffrey Daniel, whose incredible body control and street dance techniques inspired several of Michael's signature movements. But Michael never copied. He absorbed ideas, refined them, and transformed them into something entirely his own. Even the smallest details were carefully designed. The snap of a finger, the turn of a shoulder, the pause before taking a single step. Every movement helped build the mysterious personality of the Smooth Criminal. By the time cameras started rolling, the choreography looked spontaneous. In reality, it was the result of hundreds of hours of practice. Then Michael introduced one final idea. A move so unbelievable that audiences would spend decades trying to figure out how it was possible. When Smooth Criminal premiered, one moment instantly overshadowed everything else. It lasted only a few seconds. Yet millions of people around the world couldn't believe what they had just seen. Michael Jackson slowly leaned forward, far beyond what the human body should have been able to do. No wires, no visible support, no camera tricks. Just an impossible angle that looked like it defied gravity itself. Almost immediately, rumors exploded. Some people were convinced it had been created with special effects. Others believed invisible cables had been erased from the film. For years, fans replayed the scene over and over, searching for the secret. The truth was even more fascinating. Michael refused to rely on movie magic. He wanted to perform the illusion live, in front of thousands of people. To make that possible, engineers, designers, and Michael himself worked together to solve a problem that had never existed before. After countless experiments and failed attempts, They created a completely new stage mechanism. It was so unique that Michael Jackson and his team later received a US patent for the specially designed shoes that made the illusion possible. The impossible lean wasn't just an unforgettable dance move. It became one of the most famous illusions in entertainment history. And it perfectly captured what Michael had been trying to achieve all along, to make people believe they had witnessed something impossible. When Smooth Criminal was finally released, it became far more than another hit music video. Audiences weren't just listening to the song. They were watching a character come to life. The white suit, the fedora, the blue shirt, the impossible lean. Together, they created one of the most recognizable images in the history of popular culture. Over the decades, countless artists, dancers, filmmakers, and performers have paid tribute to the Smooth Criminal look. It has appeared in concerts, movies, television shows, video games, commercials, and stages all around the world. Even people who have never seen the full music video can instantly recognize its silhouette. That's the difference between a successful costume and a timeless icon. Michael Jackson understood something few performers ever truly master. People don't only remember songs. They remember unforgettable images. They remember moments. They remember characters. And that's exactly what Smooth Criminal became. Nearly 4 decades later, one white suit, one fedora, and one impossible lean continue to inspire new generations around the world. Because true icons aren't created by accident. They're built through vision, perfection, and an obsession with every single detail.